Good evening. Nothing can dim the light that shines from within. Welcome to BMC News Live in English, brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers. I am Vinod Narayanan, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines.
His Majesty holds talks with Saudi Crown Prince. Financial feasibility study for King Hamad Causeway and Railway Network projects. The largest cathedral in the GCC was inaugurated yesterday and consecrated today. India extended international flight ban till 31st January. No split payment allowed for arrears of Iqamas in Saudi.
News in detail. His Majesty holds talks with Saudi Crown Prince. Bahrain's historic ties with Saudi Arabia stem from a common destiny, His Majesty has said. He described relations between the two countries as a model of ties between brothers, based on strong bonds of fraternity, cooperation, understanding and coordination regarding all issues. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa held a session of talks with the Saudi Crown Prince, Deputy Premier and Defence Minister, His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, has also attended the session of talks. His Majesty reiterated Bahrain's unwavering support and solidarity with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia against all that targets its sovereignty, standing, security and stability, adding that Bahrain would always stand united with Saudi Arabia. His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, Crown Prince and Prime Minister, congratulated Saudi Arabia for its wide-ranging progress and development in line with Crown Prince, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Defence, Prince Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud's vision and the ambitions of its citizens. He was speaking as he chaired a meeting with the Saudi Bahraini Coordination Council with Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman at Sakir Palace. Financial feasibility study for King Hamad Causeway and Railway Network projects. The Saudi Bahrain Coordination Council directed the committee supervising the King Hamad Causeway and Railway Network projects to complete economic and financial feasibility studies within a month. Completion of the studies will take the projects to the second phase. The meeting further discussed cooperation between the National Oil and Gas Holding Company of Bahrain and Saudi Aramco. Saudi Bahrain Media Meeting held. Bahrain Journalists Association and Saudi Journalists Authority held a joint media meeting under the patronage of Information Affairs Minister Ali bin Mohammed Al Rumayhi. The meeting was on the sidelines of the visit of Saudi Crown Prince, Deputy Premier and Defence Minister, His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud to the Kingdom of Bahrain. The meeting focused on aspects of joint cooperation between official media, institutions and the national press to develop cadres that keep abreast of latest media strides. The two sides stress the importance of unifying the media discourse regarding current issues and challenges in the sectors of health, economy and culture, and others in line with the joint GCC media strategy to stave off an attempt to target GCC countries' achievements or cultural identity. His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Hamad Al Khalifa, who represented His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, inaugurated Our Lady of Arabia Cathedral, the largest cathedral in the GCC, yesterday. Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle carried out the consecration ceremony today. Report.
His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the representative of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, inaugurated the cathedral with the prayers of 80,000 Bahraini Catholics on 9th December in Awali, a small municipality about 20 kilometers from the Bahraini capital Manama. The foundation stone for the cathedral was gifted by Pope, taken from St. Peter's Basilica, Rome. Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, head of the Vatican Congregation for the Doctrine of Faith, Archbishop Eugene M. Nugent, Apostolic Administrator of the Vicariate of Northern Arabia, Bishop Hinter Paul Fridolin, former Croatian President, Her Excellency Kolinda Grabar Kitrovic, religious priests, ambassadors, and distinguished guests were present at the inaugural function. Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle carried out the consecration ceremony today.
Long-term and short-term investment plans for Muharraq Grant Park approved. Muharraq Municipal Council has approved long-term and short-term investment plans for Muharraq Grand Park that opened last Thursday after more than 15 years of closure. Deputy Chairman of the Muharraq Municipal Council, Hassan Al-Dawi, said the council agreed on 3 recommendations for the park. This includes signing a 20-year-long investment plan for the development of the 90,692 square meter park. Today's COVID updates.
COVID updates brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers.
India extended international flight ban until 31st January. India on Thursday extended the ban on international commercial passenger services until January 31st, 2022. However, the restrictions will not apply to cargo flights and those approved by the Directorate General of Civil Aviation (DGCA). Scheduled international flights will be allowed on selected routes. WhatsApp users of Saudi urged to update app. The users of the Android version of Saudi app Arabia are warned against the threats that enable the hackers to exploit the vulnerability by sending malicious image that results in shutting down the program. WhatsApp has released an update to address the vulnerability. The Saudi Cybersecurity Center has revealed that hackers can exploit the vulnerability by sending a malicious image that causes the program to close suddenly and affect the device. The security breach involves unauthorized access to computer data, applications, networks, or devices, and it results in information being accessed without authorization. Now we will be back after a very short break. Welcome back. The biggest art carnival in Bahrain, ICRF Spectra, kicked off today. ICRF Spectra, an annual drawing competition aimed at encouraging and honoring artistic skills among the youth, which is the largest art competition for students in the Kingdom of Bahrain, started today and will conclude tomorrow. Children from various schools in Bahrain participate in the competition organized by the Indian Community Relief Fund. This annual event aims at unearthing artistic talent among the youth and creating a future generation who could be catalysts for social change. No split payment allowed for arrears of Iqamas in Saudi. Saudi Arabia has clarified that all the arrears of work permit fee, expatriate fee, and dependence fee caused by the delay in the issuance and renewal of residency permit linked to work permit shall be paid altogether, and there is no split payment allowed for these arrears at the time of renewal of Iqama on a quarterly, half-yearly, or 9-month period basis. The split payment of the work permit fee can be made along with the expatriate fee and dependence fee on a quarterly basis. Ras Al Khaimah adopts UAE's new work week. The government of Ras Al Khaimah has adopted the UAE's new work week in the local government sector under the system to be implemented in all government entities across the Emirate of Ras Al Khaimah. The work week will be from Monday to Thursday moving forward, with Friday being a half day. Working hours for government employees will be from 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. on Monday through Thursday and to 12 p.m. on Fridays. The decision moves the weekend to Saturday and Sunday, with Friday being a half day starting January 1st. App for health records to be launched in Oman. The health record Shifa application will be launched by the Omani Ministry of Health on Sunday, December 12th. The health record Shifa application for mobile phones will display the patient's health data from all health institutions affiliated with the ministry. Australia to offer COVID-19 shots to children aged 5 to 11 from January. Australia will begin administering COVID-19 vaccines for children aged 5 to 11 from January 10, Prime Minister Scott Morrison said on Friday, after the rollout cleared final regulatory hurdles, Reuters reported. Pfizer doses will be administered in an initial phase, while regulators assess the suitability of Moderna shots. A decision is expected in the coming weeks. With that, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Live at 7:30 p.m. every day. I am Vinod Narayanan signing off from BMC News Live. Good night.